then about that mentality, not thinking of yourself as a sub, thinking of yourself as a finisher and knowing you can still affect the match?
Yeah, I mean, it's for those moments that I work for. I mean, we played really well. I think we were unlucky in certain moments because we had some chances as well. And yeah, it was a great ball from Ebbs, and I just tried to put it in the back of the net. And yeah, really happy with the goal, but we need to work more, and yeah, we want to win those games as well.
So, like you say, it was a great pass from Eza, but do you have to almost show him where the pass is by making the right run?
Yeah, I mean, with the players that we have, Derek, Martin, Ebbs, Marino, I know if I make those runs, at least if I make 3 in the game, at least one I'll get the ball and I'll have the chance. So this is what I try to do. And yeah, again, great pass from Ebbs.
What was your reading of the game? Did you sense that you forced them back, or was it maybe a different City this season stepping back and trying to hit you on the counter-attack?
Yeah, I think we've obviously gained the respect of the opposition. They know the quality that we have, from back to front. I think in my time here at Arsenal, we probably haven't dominated a game like that against Man City as we did today. I thought obviously in the first half we passed and moved really well. In the same second half it was constant pressure, but there was always that threat from them of the counter-attack. But in the end I think we thoroughly deserved the goal. If we had come away losing that game, we would have been really disappointed. So in the end I think a point's probably fair, but we obviously want to win that one. Yeah,
what was the message at half time, 1-0 down? Did you feel like even though you're behind on the scoreline, actually the performance was okay?
Yeah, I could sense a bit of frustration inside the stadium, obviously because we were having so much of the ball. But again, they defended really well. We maybe had 1 or 2 chances in the first half, and we knew second half we had to step on it. And within the first 5 minutes, we created 2 or 3. So the message at half time, was to keep going, keep pushing, keep overloading them. And obviously in the end, they changed to a back 5, went to a 5-4-1, which I've never seen them do. And they're obviously trying to hang on. So obviously to get the draw at the end was good for us.
Well played, Declan. You fought, and in the end, how big a goal has this guy got you?
Massive. Ever since I've come to the club, even before I come to the club, he's delivered big moments, and the amount of times he scores in big games for us. A lot of players can sulk if they get put on the bench, but every time he comes in, he shows his heart, desire, and the run and the finish is just unbelievable at that stage of the game. To have that composure, he fully deserves it. You wouldn't meet a nicer guy. So even though we didn't win, I thought we thoroughly deserved. I thought we dominated today. We played really, really well. Just couldn't break them down. Fair play to them, but in fairness to him, he's come on and produced a moment of magic. So we're happy with that.
Wrong team, Arteta or not? Wrong approach, Arteta or not?
Yeah. I mean, they started off the game, didn't they? Dominating the ball, dominating possession, as we probably thought they would do. But tried to work their way in.
Where were they having that?
Yeah,
dominance?
It was all in their own half and around the middle third of the pitch, and they never really laid a glove on Manchester City, did they? And then they ultimately got punished by what we spoke about, the evolution of City and the way they're moving back to front and getting through the lines quick. And after 9 minutes, they found themselves 1-0 down, and that you didn't really get a response. They kind of stuck to the game plan. It was kind of laboured, like prod, probe, backwards, forwards, sideways. And then the last 10 minutes, they've kind of figured it out that they're going to put balls in the box and ask questions of Donnarumma and the Manchester City defence, and they've almost got themselves back into it. If you're asking me, did they pick the wrong team? I think we all felt, and we all agreed at the beginning of the game that we felt he had. I felt it's a game for Eze, for his creativity. Saka, you could argue he's not quite ready, and he's maybe wrapping him up in cotton wool a little bit, but he's got to get them onto the pitch if he wants to get back into the game. He's got to be a little bit more direct, and he's got to ask more questions of the back line. In all fairness, I think Manchester City have played really, really well.
Manchester City have been comfortable,
really
Jace,
well.
Because honestly, for Arsenal, it took them. There's a word like in football, energy.
Yeah.
Big games, you want energy in the game, you want energy in the way you play, you want energy in your passing and everything you do like that. Arsenal took 40 minutes to find any energy. 40 minutes.
Arsenal earned a late draw at home against Manchester City after Gabriel Martinelli lobbed one over Gianluigi Donnarumma in stoppage time, and as you'd expect, Mikel Arteta's reaction was a mix of pride, frustration, and a reminder that even when you don't win, certain moments matter. He said he was so proud of his players for their attitude, especially after going behind so early. City scored through Holland off a quick counter, and having to battle against City's defensive tactics in the second half. Arteta admitted that Arsenal's start was sloppy, they gave City too much space early on, and the goal came because of a defensive scramble after Arsenal had been pressing high. He pointed out that City switched to a back five and sat very deep, forcing Arsenal to find ways through a packed defensive structure. It wasn't easy, but the substitutions at half-time, bringing on Eberechi and Bukayo Saka, helped shift momentum. He also praised the resolve in the squad, the way they kept pushing even when time was running out. Martinelli's goal, assisted by Ease, was a sweet reward for refusing to give in. Arteta said that it's these types of responses, belief, patience, work rate, which define teams that are serious about title ambitions. What I find most interesting is that this result, frustrating though it must have felt at times, might actually be exactly what Arsenal needed. It shows they've got belief, even when the opponent digs in deep and tries to blunt their rhythm. Arteta's tweaks worked, the substitutions made late, the changes in shape or personnel, all helped shift Arsenal from chasing the game to really pushing for the win. If there's a weakness exposed, it's still that opening phase. Giving City time and space early, that's risky. But the fact Arteta's team grew into it, kept their composure and got a result at the death says a lot about their mentality. All told, this draw feels like a moral victory. Not perfect, but important. It keeps pressure on the chase at the top, shows Arsenal can respond under adversity, and reminds everyone they haven't lost their identity. If they build on this, staying sharp from the kickoff and better in those early moments, they'll keep troubling the big boys.